CTV News at 5 with Hudson Mack.
Well, the Victoria toddler known as Baby Molly is being treated for leukemia once again. 2-year-old Molly Campbell was diagnosed when she was just weeks old, and she beat the disease the first time around, but it has come back, and her family has taken her to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, where Molly is now undergoing experimental treatment. Her family hopes the treatment will give her the long-term cure she needs, but the doctors in Memphis say the prognosis is not good. Molly's family is also facing a tough financial battle. Her father, Dave, is the sole provider for the family of 7 and was recently laid off from his job. Molly's siblings have also been separated. 2 are being cared for by grandparents in Victoria. The rest of the family expects they'll be in Memphis for at least another 3 months, and then will go to Vancouver to continue Molly's care at BC Children's Hospital.
The prognosis is not good. When you relapse from something like this, with the sort of the rare form that she has, the prognosis is never good. So we just we've signed on to do this experimental trial, which has the ability to give her hopefully a long-term cure, and that's what we're kind of focused on is that hope that this will be it, and that this will be the long-term cure we're looking for.
The Campbells say they appreciate all the words of support, the thoughts and the prayers on their website. Coffee on Haltane Street is holding a fundraiser for the family Saturday, March 2nd, asking that there be donations of new goods or services they can auction off. To find out more, visit mollycampbell.ca. RCMP in Nanaimo say they have arrested a drug smuggler who was using BC ferries to ship marijuana from central Vancouver Island to the Yukon. The suspect had his travel plans cut short when Mounties came swooping down at the Departure Bay terminal. They seized about 23 kilograms, that's roughly 50 pounds, of pot they found in his car. Police say they had their eye on the 46-year-old suspect. When it looked like he was getting ready to set sail on a sales trip Friday afternoon, they closed in. RCMP say the man has no previous criminal convictions, but the bust was part of a months-long investigation. RCMP recommended a charge of possession for the purpose of trafficking. The man has a court date slated for May 14th. The Victoria Real Estate Board's latest numbers show a continuing soft market, but a developer who broke ground on a new project today says soft may not be the same as sinking. The developer says his units will sell even in a difficult market. The residential condominium, The Duet, is being built in James Bay. And the city says projects such as this are good for the economy, not just during the job creation construction phase, but they also draw more people to the downtown core. Downtown stores have faced tough competition from suburban shopping centres, and Victoria's mayor says urban development helps the core to compete.
Certainly at this time in our economy, what a great boost. What a great boost to be building, what a great boost to opportunity to have more residents and really affordable residents come into Victoria. There's been a lot of work done, and I think this development will really reflect James Bay, where it is going and where it wants to be.
Construction crews began the excavation today. They say the project should be complete by fall of next year. Councillors on the West Shore have approved a new neighbour. The YMYWCA and West Hills are partnering with the city to build a new aquatic centre at a price tag of up to $30 million. West Hills owns the land, which the YMYWCA agreed to lease for 25 years. The new aquatic centre includes a 25-metre pool, hot tubs, saunas, and a wave pool. It will also offer multi-purpose rooms and a daycare area for kids. Completion for that is set for the fall of 2015. A teenaged boy was honored today for saving an 82-year-old man's life. 17-year-old Thomas Otwell was riding his scooter home from an exam on Wednesday when he saw there was a crowd gathered around a man on the ground. 82-year-old David Mackinson wasn't breathing. The trained lifeguard jumped in, performed CPR, and kept the man alive until the police and paramedics arrived. And today, Sandwich Police took time to honor him.
Yes, everyone should take a CPR course because you could save a life. I can't emphasize that enough.
He was just, I was obviously in panic, and he arrived and he just took control and did everything perfectly. I just can't say enough about how wonderful he was.
The 82-year-old David is still recovering and was unable to be at the presentation today. This was the first time the teen performed CPR outside of his training. Breaking news, a tsunami warning has been issued across the South Pacific this hour after a powerful earthquake struck east of the Solomon Islands. It was a magnitude 8 quake, about 6 kilometers deep, and it has prompted a tsunami warning for the Solomon Islands, Vanuatu, Papua New Guinea, Fiji, and other islands in the area. No word on damage yet, and it is not in effect in the Northern Pacific or on our shores. Part of Admiral's Road in Esquimalt was closed off this afternoon after an intersection accident. The intersection with Astle Street. Police say a car driving along Admiral's crossed the center line, struck an oncoming vehicle. Both drivers were taken to the hospital. There were no passengers in either vehicle. Conditions of those involved are not known. The road has now been reopened to traffic. Esquimalt dealing with an oil spill on the road earlier today. The Duncan man who was accused of shooting his father in the chest with an arrow will undergo a psychiatric evaluation. Just over a week ago, RCMP were called to a home on Maple Bay Road where they found a 70-year-old man with an arrow in his chest. Officers took the victim's son, Marvin Antonuck Jr., into custody. He's now facing a charge of attempted murder. But following his first court appearance, his lawyer recommended he go to Port Coquitlam to be assessed by a forensic psychiatrist.
He has had several dissociative situations that have involved violence in the past. He has been charged at least once previously as a result of an incident that was inexplicable like this and stemmed from a blackout period that he suffered.
Bail for the accused will be determined following the assessment. When he appeared in court the day after the arrow attack, Antonuck had a badly bruised face and had teeth knocked out. His lawyer says it's still not clear whether his injuries are related to the assault on his father. Marvin Antonuck Sr. is expected to be released from the hospital tomorrow. The Mid-Island chapter of Big Brothers Big Sisters is hoping you'll throw a few strikes, maybe even roll a couple of gutter balls, and do it in support of a major fundraiser. February 24th is Bowl for Kids' Sake in Nanaimo. It's the 9th straight year for the event. But the first at Brecon Lanes, organizers want to raise $30,000, money that'll support mentorship programs for children in Greater Nanaimo.
The money goes to right here in Central Vancouver Island to our mentoring children. You know, we hold one-on-one mentoring, we hold in-school mentoring, Go Girls programs, and a lot of different programs that, you know, help the kids out. And myself, I was a little brother for 8 years, and I know the impact it gives on a child.
There are so far 64 teams registered, but there's still room for more. If you'd like to help, register a team and go bowling, you can go to bigscvi.ca.